Ask an image model for a chair, and it draws a chair. Ask a Blender agent for a chair, and it may create one cube, call it chair final, and leave the camera inside the floor. The solution is not a longer adjective collection. It is a 3D production loop. First, convert the request into a scene specification. Suppose the goal is a stylized reading room. Wooden desk, green lamp, open book, rain outside the window, warm interior light, and a slow camera push. The specification defines units, object list, approximate dimensions, spatial relationships, material properties, light sources, camera framing, render engine, resolution, and acceptance images. Now the agent has constraints it can verify. Second, expose Blender through a narrow tool boundary. Blender embeds Python and provides the BPE API for scene data and operations. A tool can create an object, set a transform, assign a material, add a light, position a camera, save the file, or render a preview. The Community Blender MCP project demonstrates connecting Blender to language models through Model Context Protocol. Do not expose one tool named Execute Anything. Use scoped operations. Create mesh, set transform, assign material, render preview, read scene inventory, save checkpoint, block arbitrary file system and network actions unless the workflow needs them. Third, build in semantic passes. Pass 1 is blockout. Create the room, desk, chair, window, lamp, and book as simple geometry. Render a gray preview from the final camera. Check occupancy and relationships. Is the chair on the floor? Is the lamp on the desk? Can the camera see the book and window? Fix composition before adding detail. Pass 2 is modeling. Replace blockout objects with deliberate geometry. Bevel hard edges. Give the book pages thickness. Add a lampshade with plausible proportions. The agent should read object dimensions after creation. A chair seat 3 meters wide is not stylized. It is zoning. Pass 3 is materials. Define a small palette, warm wood, dark metal, green glass, cream paper, cool rainy window. Materials need physical parameters and scale. Wood grain direction should follow the desk. Roughness changes should match the object. Avoid assigning 5 unrelated glowing materials, because the scene requested cinematic. Pass 4 is lighting. Use the lamp as a warm practical source, a cooler window source for contrast, and subtle fill to preserve readable shadows. Render a lighting-only preview. Check exposure, clipping, shadow direction, and whether the lamp appears to emit the light it motivates. Pass 5 is camera. Set focal length, target, start and end position, and safe motion. Preview the first, middle, and last frame. Ensure the camera does not cross geometry or reveal unfinished walls. Pass 6 is final render and inspection. The agent renders a low-resolution proof first. A vision-capable reviewer checks the requested objects, spatial relationships, color palette, light logic, and camera framing. Every defect becomes a specific edit. Move lamp 15 centimeters left. Rotate book 12 degrees. Reduce window intensity. Raise camera target. Do not respond with make it more cinematic. That instruction is how Bloom acquires management authority. Define tool responses in scene units. After create object, return object name, type, dimensions, transform, collection, and a thumbnail. After assign material, return material slots and a close preview. After render, return the image, engine, resolution, samples, and warnings. This prevents the model from treating command success as visual success. Add geometry checks before beauty renders. Detect negative scale, non-manifold meshes where inappropriate, missing textures, objects below the floor, camera clipping, lights with zero energy, and assets outside the expected scene bounds. These checks are not artistic judgment. They remove mechanical defects before the expensive review. Then perform a visual rubric on 3 or more cameras. Score requested object presence, relationship accuracy, silhouette, material coherence, motivated lighting, safe framing, and obvious artifacts. The hero camera alone can hide a book floating 6 centimeters above the desk. Use reference media legally and carefully. Official product images can guide proportions. Texture and model assets need compatible licenses. Record source and license with every imported asset. Generated geometry should still be checked for brand or design copying. Checkpoint the Blender file after each approved pass. Save room blockout, modeled scene, material pass, lighting pass, and final candidate as separate recoverable states. Use version file names or source control suited to large binary assets. Keep scripts. The Python or tool call receipt should recreate important procedural parts of the scene. If one object is manually corrected, record that correction instead of leaving the final file as unexplained magic. Test the tool layer on disposable scenes. Ask it to delete one named object and verify it cannot delete the collection. Deny writes outside the project. Force a render failure. Remove a texture. Check that the agent reports the problem instead of saving a broken final. Add a final delivery gate. Open the saved blend file in a clean session with no hidden dependency on the agent process. Pack or relink approved assets, inspect missing file warnings, verify units and color management, and render the same proof frames again. Export the target format and re-import it into a blank scene to catch broken materials, scale, axes, or animation. The completion receipt should name the approved specification, Blender version, renderer, asset licenses, scene checksum, proof images, failed checks, and unresolved artistic choices. A rendered frame can hide a damaged scene graph. A valid scene file can hide an ugly render. Both artifacts must pass. Only then promote the checkpoint to master. Preserve the editable scene, scripts, linked assets, proof renders, and export together, so the next artist can reproduce the result instead of reverse engineering it. The winning AI to Blender workflow is not one prompt to one render. It is intent to specification, specification to controlled tools, tools to scene passes, and every pass to visible proof. That loop produces something better than a surprising image. It produces a scene you can open, edit, animate, and trust.